Hello everyone. Tonight I've done 3 readings, and this first one was brought about because I saw a picture of Her Majesty the Queen going to church, and very unlike her, she had her eyes closed and no companion with her. And I'm not completely certain, but I cannot remember a time when the Queen did not have a companion with her on her way to church. So this question was, what is the physical impact that Harry and Meghan's actions and Instagram story posts are having on the Queen? So we have the 10 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and foundation cards we have the 5 of Cups and the High Priestess reversed. So the 10 of Wands is exactly what it looks like. 10 is completion. She has had enough. The stress and the burden could lead, and maybe has led, to illness and exhaustion. The 7 of Wands, wands are to do with some, as you see here, competing, competitiveness. So it can also lead to the blood overheating. Now this doesn't have to lead to anything as drastic as a heart attack. Indeed, nothing like that is shown here. It might be more to do with she feels pain, maybe a bit of arthritis, maybe some dizzy spells. Not at all what you want to see in an elderly person. But we do have the end card is good. The Knight of Pentacles, and that shows that she will regain her energy and strength, particularly as it's the last card. So she is going through it very much at the moment. Maybe what we saw in the car today was the 10 of Wands. It wasn't nice to see a 93-year-old woman like that, whether she's the Queen, she's a grandmother, she's a woman. It's not nice to see her looking stressed and unhappy. But we do have, hopefully she will come out stronger. This is a very difficult, when you trust someone and you go by things for years and years, and it's an agreement, like a gentleman's agreement, and then you get someone going through lawyers and dissecting it. It must be very, very difficult for her. The foundation with the 5 of Cups, I think, is again symbolic with the picture. We have, if I just move this one, you can see the focus. Oh, well. You can see the 2 of Cups upright. Now they could be Harry and Meghan, and if you look at the mermaid in there, she has her eyes closed. Can't focus. 5s are change cards. She cannot deal with the change. That 5 of Cups is usually to do with regrets about the past. So she's regretting maybe either giving too much leeway or not being firm. She's regretting something. And that's the, in all, well, I've done 3 readings, and this is the only cup card, which is good. You don't want to see too much emotion in anyone, particularly someone over 90. And then we get the reversed High Priestess card, and this one, if it was in a younger woman, I would say you would have menstruation difficulties, fertility problems. Because it's someone over 90, it could always be that she needs to get a second opinion, or she isn't listening to the opinion she's being given, or she isn't even listening to herself, to her own body. She's still ploughing on. She made that promise, and she's stuck to it at the coronation to serve people and country, and it's coming at a cost to her health. It certainly is at the moment. but it is getting better. And as I always say, this is current energy as it stands. This doesn't count if another Instagram story post is up tonight. Next question I asked was, how does she feel now about Meghan and Harry? So I did them separately. This one is Meghan. We have the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the Magician, and foundation is the Ace of Wands. So the 5 of Swords, again another change card, is she feels Meghan has won, but it's come at a cost. Not a cost to the Queen, the monarch, but to Meghan. And what that cost is, we don't know, but this it's almost described as a hollow victory. And the 9 of Swords, again, just move this card down. Self-explanatory, giving nightmares, recurrent nightmares. I do appear to be getting the same cards out for these readings. And then the Magician, major card. She feels this was created by Meghan. And underneath we have the Ace of Wands, the new beginning. Sorry about the lighting, it's quite bad tonight. I did put the flash on, it just, the light bounced off everything. What does surprise me, and I'll show you Harry's reading in a moment, is there are no twos. There are no couples, so she might feel that both Harry and Meghan are doing this for their own ends. Both of them are doing it for what benefits each of them rather than as a couple. So for Harry, how does the Queen view Harry? We have the 7 of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles reversed, with the Queen of Swords as the foundation card. So we'll assume that the Queen of Swords, being an air sign, is Queen Elizabeth, and this is how she feels about Harry. So again, I'm very surprised there are no twos. I thought she would see Harry and Meghan as working as a couple. Not so. The 7 of Swords represents the lone wolf, and this came out for Harry, was it yesterday or the day before? It keeps coming out for him. It's almost as if they are acting alone. And then the Page of Wands represents either a student, a young person, or if they're older, they are immature. And the 10 of Pentacles, in any question to do with the royal family, would represent the royal family. So it looks to me as if an immature person is waving goodbye, as being either, I don't think kicked out of the royal family. This looks like it was his choosing. There's no force. This is how she is viewing them, and if Her Majesty the Queen had indeed kicked them out, then I think it would show more hardiness on her part. Certainly not as we've got here, the 5 of Cups. That's not feeling hard at all. She's she's regretting something in her past about how to deal with them, and I think it's Harry and Meghan as a couple there, because we see the 2 of Cups. So how she could have dealt with them together a little bit differently. So that's how she sees Harry. No major cards, so this is quite a transient one. Meghan, again, only one major card, but it is the Magician, so she does see her as orchestrating the nightmares and the hollow victory, all for the want of the Ace of Wands, the new creation. They didn't have to break away, not at all. They chose to. And it is causing her a lot of upset and distress and possibly ill health at the moment. But hopefully, as things stand right now, it is going to get better. Many blessings, Elizabeth.